Hey, told that y'all family at this time. May the peace of y'all come upon you, brothers and sisters, at this time. I'm about to do a very important video to the utmost important. Who is Yashael Yah leader today? Yes, known today as Israel. But we're going back into the righteous ways of Yah. So I say Yashael Yah, which means upright strength with Yah. Who is our leader today? Brother and sister, that's the question. Who will be our leader or leaders today? We're going to cover the scriptures, brothers and sisters, today at this time, and we're going to see these things. So I'm going to go into the prophets, because to know the plans of Yah and what been revealed to our nation, brothers and sisters, you always have to go to the prophets. You just can't go to the Torah in itself, because the Torah don't reveal all these things to you of what took place in history, brothers and sisters. That's what you always got to remember. The Torah is our faith, is what we follow. It's the way of life, how we conduct ourselves and behave ourselves, brothers and sisters. But punishment came down on our nation, brothers and sisters. You always got to remember that. So further instruction was given. Revelation was given to how Abiyah was going to punish us. And when, and how he was going to scatter us into the earth. All of these things you can't find in the Torah, but by the words of the prophets that was revealed to them in visions and dreams, brothers and sisters. These are things you got to take to heart, and these things you got to rehearse, because I see a lot of our brothers and sisters reject the prophets. But when they declare themselves spokesmen and women for Yah, that's furthest from the truth, brother and sister. Only thing we have is the rehearsal, the reminders, the revelations of the prophets about what took place in the past and in their day, and what's going to take place at latter times, brothers and sisters. But many want to shun the prophets and tell other ones, the other flock, to follow me. Come over here on this pasture. Come to this building. Come to this state and this city, brothers and sisters. But not with the plans of Yah. Not in the line and orders of Yah. And that comes through the mouths of the prophets. That even bear the name of Yah. Like in the book of Daniel, chapter 9, verse 19, states that many brothers and sisters shy away from. They look to a rock or wood and try to declare the name of Yah. When in the prophets reveal where we should look, even in our own names, Daniel chapter 9, verse 19, that many overlook because they want to reject the prophets, but claim the Torah. But in Isaiah chapter 8, verse 16 to 20, states, brothers and sisters, to the law and the testimonies of Yah. See, the testimonies of Yah is the words of Yah that is given to the prophets, was revealed to the prophets. It said if they speak not according to the Torah, which is the law which is the Torah, the instruction on how we should live and conduct ourselves and behave before the sight of Yah, and his words that he gave to the prophets. If we speak not according to these things, the truth is not in us, brothers and sisters. So the truth bear records of the Torah and the prophets that I'm about to get into to show you the things of Yah. So right here in chapter 23, brothers and sisters, I'm reading and start from verse 1 to verse 6. It says, woe to the shepherds. See, I'm going to go to the prophet as well, Hezekiah, Ezekiel, according to the translation, chapter 34. See, the shepherds was also the priests. When you see the word shepherds, it's referring to the priests of Yah. That was ordered to teach the children of Yah nation right from wrong. To teach them and keep them in the ways of the laws of Yah. It said, woe to the shepherds destroying the scattered sheep of my pasture, declares Yah. You get that? See, all the time you'll see the words sheep and shepherd representing the livestock that our people always kept. Our people's majority was farmers and teachers of the ways of Yah. Yes. So you always remember these things. So right here, let me get my place. It said, therefore thus said Yah. They got Elohim, but I use the word bara for creator. That's what it means. It says Yah bara of Yashayel, Yah speaking on our nation against the shepherds who feed my people. See, when he's talking about feed, he's talking about to instruct my people. You have scattered my flock. You see, he's talking about his people, his nation. He's saying they have caused the people to be put out of the land because of breaking the Abiyah laws. That's what he's saying right there. Driven them away and have not tended, which is not took care of them. He says, see, I am punishing you for the evil of your deeds. See, for the evil of their works, declares Yah. Yes, for defiling the ways of Yah, his temple, his people, and the land. He said, therefore I shall gather the remnant of my flock. You see, the one that left in the earth today. He's talking, he's going to gather the remnant of his flock, talking about his nation, out of the land. See how it's plural, the lands where I have driven them, which is, he's saying, as he caused them to be driven away by the nations for punishment. He said, and I shall bring them back to their fold. See, back to their fold, back to the land. And they shall bear. He's saying they shall bear. Let me sure I get that right. They shall bear and increase. See, in the land, when we get back into the fold, see, the fold is time when we all get back together as well. See, we're going to increase. He said, I shall raise up shepherds. You see that? He said he's going to raise up shepherds. Talking about priests of Yah, which is are the teacher that feed the people of Yah over them. So he's raising up shepherds. He said he's going to raise up shepherds again to his people again. And they shall feed them. See, the shepherds is responsible. Everybody out here on the internet now is not shepherds. Especially the sisters. You're not shepherds of Yah. You shouldn't be out there teaching. Many are out of the line of Yah. That's why a lot of confusion going on. It's fighting going on the internet. Brothers and sisters. Take the words of Yah to heart. The priests are the shepherds of Yah. Yes, that come from the line of the Levites. So if it's going to be one special priest, that's going to be the Messiah. He's going to be a priest and a king from the tribe of Yah, brothers and sisters. So keep that in mind as well. But I'm not going to get into that yet. So right here, it said, therefore, thus saith Yah of hosts, concerning, let me make sure I got my, no, I went too far over, excuse me. I read a part, right here, 4. He said, I shall gather, excuse me, he said, I shall raise up shepherds. You see that? Shepherds, plural, over them. And they shall feed them. See how he said, and they shall, not anyone, but they, the shepherds, shall feed them. And they shall fear no more, nor be discouraged, nor shall they be lacking, declares Yah. Let me keep reading. It says, see, the days are coming, declares Yah, when I shall raise for Dawid. See, he say he's going to raise for Dawid. So keep in mind that you can hear Dawid name quite often. He say he's going to raise for Dawid a branch. See, a branch of righteousness. See, a seed is referred to a seed from the loins of Dawid, from the offspring of Dawid. Because Dawid was the root. And from Dawid, and seed is still earthy of y'all saying he's going to raise a branch of righteousness, and a sovereign shall reign. See, that's talking about the Messiah. There. And act wisely. See, but all of this is coming. See, this sums up right here from 1 to 6 that I'm going to finish all with and continue to the book of Ezekiel. That sums up the time when we was about to be punished. When all of y'all removed and stopped the shepherds. You can also see that in the book of Hosea chapter 2. And in the book of Ezekiel, how y'all say he's going to stop that. With that I'm getting to, that he say he's going to stop the mouths of the shepherds. That's very important, brothers and sisters, that you know that. He said he's going to stop their mouths from speaking. I'm going to cover on chapter 34 so you can see that. So bear with me, brothers and sisters. He said he's going to stop their mouths, in which he did that. So let me get my place. He says, see, 5, the days are coming, declare Yah, when I shall raise for Dawid, he said, for Dawid, a branch of righteousness and a sovereign, see, a king, shall reign, shall rule, and act wisely. He should act wisely according to every words of Yah, and should do right ruling. See, make right ruling, make right judgments and righteousness in the earth. See, he don't want to bring forth righteousness all over the earth. In his days, Yah shall be saved. See, in his days, see, and we are scattered, which is, I read that because of the shepherd did not feed the flock, the priest. Brothers, so that even tell you right there, we never had a Messiah since that point. Because y'all say in his days, in the days he'll be pointed into that position. That means when we saved is a completed tense of salvation, deliverance. See, when you're in the deliverance stage, that means you're moving, you're migrating. You come from out of the grave of exile. You're not totally saved yet. You're in the process of being saved. But when you're saved, that means you're already in a protected place. That'll be your condition. You saved. That means you're protected. Saved is being protected. Right now we are dying. We are not saved at all. Showing that the Messiah is not appointed yet. But it's in his days we'll be saved. So he's going to be there when the time we get back into the land. That's what it's telling you right there. When the time we get back in the land, and as I get into the next portion, you're going to see that even greater. So let me finish this off right here. He said, in his days, so keep that in mind, it said, in his days, Yah shall be saved. Why I said Yah and not the whole nation of the 12 tribes? But it said this whole day, Yah going to be saved. But we're going to get into cover the rest. Because Yah going to hook up with another part of our nation, which is called Yashayel Yah. And then when we get into the land, we both going to be one. That's very important to know that part too. So it said, in his days, Yah going to be saved because the king, that branch come from Yah. Always remember that, brothers and sisters. Going to be saved. And Yashayel Yah, see that? There it go, connecting the two, dwell safely. See, Yashayel Yah will be connected in the time and be saved in the time of that Messiah. In his days, Yah shall be saved and Yashael Yah dwell safely. And this is the name whereby he shall be called. So it's very important. It's even tell you right there the name that the Messiah gonna be called. So everybody else is wrong. That you see all over the internet. So for what I'm about to give you, his name. It's showing you right here the name gonna be called upon this one when the date and that time what we're gonna call the Messiah. I know this. It's right here. It's been here all the time. Right here, it's and he shall. Even I didn't understand this a year ago, but I'll be opening my eyes to see it plainly. It's right here. And he shall be called, but they got Yah, our righteousness. See, our righteousness is English. But when you put Yah, our righteousness, and pronounce it in Hebrew, is Yazikwah. Yazikwah, which is Yah, our righteousness, brothers and sisters. That's his name. Yazikwah. That's what we're going to call him. And it says he should be called Yazikwah, Yah, our righteousness. Bearing record who is the one who saved us. Yah. Always remember that Yah is the one saving us. Yah is the one appointing this one to be and to do his work. So Yah is the salvation. That's why everything always be pointing right back to Yah. Yah is our righteousness. So that's his name going to be called. Yazikwah. With that, I'm going to the prophet, Ezekiel chapter 34. I'm going to continue. And we're going to be continue to talk about the shepherds. And this go over here in 34 over again and recount how Yah gave the prophet the revelation that he was going to punish the shepherds for not feeding his people, his nation, his flock. Right here. It said, and the words of Yah came to me, saying, see how I always say the words of Yah came to me? See, the words of Yah came to the prophets. You can't find the words of Yah came to me in the Torah. Yah gave the Moshe first. It came to Enoch, all the way down to Moshe. The Torah, the ways how we should live and conduct ourselves, brothers and sisters. Always remember that. And that's why a lot of brothers and sisters don't know the plans of Yah, because they tell you, oh, we just live by the Torah, and that's it. That's falsehood. It's the Torah and the testimonies of Yah that he gave to the prophets we live by. Because in the testimonies of Yah, it shows us the plans of Yah, how he going to deliver us. Brothers and sisters, and what took place in time past. From different time periods, even up to the date. So we can map it all out. We can look all the way back. From the prophet, you can look all the way back in time to this date. And then you will see plainly what's going on in the Middle East and all over the earth and how we're going to get out of this, brothers and sisters. And what we must do. And how we must rally. And gather ourselves. This is not a game, brothers and sisters, until you meditate on the words of Yah plainly. But we got to humble ourselves there, each and every one of us, brothers and sisters. Let me get into this. He said, and the words of Yah came to me, saying, Son of man. Some translators say son of the death. I was going to use in my other translation I normally use, but I studied out of this one. So I say, normally when I study out of a particular scripture, I sticks with it. So I said, I'm going to stick with it. So right here it says, son of the death. They got son of man, prophesy against the shepherds of Yashael Yah. You see that? The shepherds prophesy and say to them, thus said Master Yah to the shepherds. Woe to the shepherds. See? Woe, trouble of Yashael Yah. They got Israel, but it's Yashael Yah who have been feeding themselves. Should not the shepherds feed the flock? See, they instruct, to teach, to give the knowledge, the ways of Yah and righteousness. That's what he's saying right there. He said, you eat the fat and you put on wool and you slaughter the fatty. So he's showing right there the slaughtering. Who do the slaughtering for the children of Yashael Yah? The priests. The shepherds were the priests, brothers and sisters. That's why everybody's not a priest of Yah. That's why everybody can't be a leader of Yah. You got to get that in your mind, brothers and sisters. It's very important right here what I'm coming to tell you. So you eat the fat and you put on wool and you slaughter the fatlings, and you do not feed the flock. See how I'll constantly remind them through the words of the prophets. That I gave the prophets. It's saying you have strengthened the weak. Excuse me, you have not strengthened the weak. Nor have you healed the sick. You see the responsibility of the priest's jobs with the duty things. Heal the sick, even to show them the herbs to use to take. All of these things I gave the priests knowledge of. Now you can see how that New Testament came about. He came to heal the sick, to raise the dead. See, all of these characteristics was of the prophets, brothers and sisters. And I don't want to talk much about the falsehood, but focus on the shepherds, brothers and sisters, right here. It said, nor have you healed the sick, nor bound up the broken, or brought back the straying, nor sought what was lost. But you have ruled them with might and harshness. See, it ought not to be. This is what the priests did. They ruled the people in harshness. And that's why I say, even forgive me for some of the mess I bring and it sound harsh to you, brothers and sisters. Even quoting on Facebook. Because the ones of Yah should not be that way. Should teach in love and humility and humbleness. Knowing that Yah blessed them and gave them the wisdom, the knowledge, to and wealth and riches. Yes, even the kingdom they had at that time in their grip, and the best of the land. But they've forsaken all of these things, brothers and sisters. Yes, the priest, the king, as well, brothers and sisters. Down to the least. So right here, let me keep reading. 5. And they were scattered because of their. It said they were scattered because there was no shepherd. See, no shepherd, which is shepherd of righteousness. That's what he taught with no shepherd. And they became food for all the beasts of the field when they were scattered. You see that? Food to eat, to corrupt, defile. See, through the history of time, we see all of these things. Well, Abiyah said, he described it like if we was animals, but he's not calling it, not paraphrasing it, forgive me, I forgot the word I want to use on that particular point. I've been thinking about it through the whole video. I can't grab it in my mind at the time. I don't want to say symbolically speaking, represent, but we're not animals. But he described it as you would describe animals in the way they live, brothers and sisters, and how they live in the wild, and how you see, and that's why if you ever look at the animal and they got llamas, these llamas they watch the sheep like a hawk for any predators. And see, right now we don't have no shepherd to watch over. But all y'all raising up teachers in the latter days, so you know something going on. Witnesses of his in the last days to bear record of the count of the prophets. So all y'all making a move, and we're going to see that in the scriptures. So let me keep reading, brothers and sisters, how he restored us back unto him. Because he said in the last days he's going to pour out the spirit, which is the latter days. The last days are the end time of captivity. He's going to pour out his spirit upon his chosen ones, brothers and sisters. And that's how we're going to be waiting. It's all y'all doing it without the shepherds, without the priests, brothers and sisters, in the latter days. Because we are sheep of Yah, scattered among the wolves, the beasts of the field. See, the beasts of the field is talking about the nations. The enemies of Yah, the enemy of our nation, are the beasts of the fields. And you see, even the cops are part of the beast. You see how they're killing us. Food for the prey, sheep for the slaughter, because of the shepherds turned from Yah. That's what it's showing you right there, brothers and sisters. Let me read it. He said, my sheep wandered through all mountains. See, all the mountains of the earth, on every high hill. And my sheep were scattered over all the face of the earth. You see that? So we know we are scattered, brothers and sisters. We got to get out the arrogance. Y'all! Get out the arrogance of the false prophecy of 40 years in America. We scattered out throughout the whole earth. That old prophecy is dead and gone when they came up out of Egypt. You just don't understand the prophecy, the whole prophecy, and how they was punished for 40 years. A lot of you don't count the time of Yosef when he died. And for a long period of time, they just summarized it, seemed like it been like 2 days, and Moshe jumped on the scene. It was way after that time. Moshe came hundreds of years later after Yosef died. And they were being persecuted. That's the missing link y'all forget about. Y'all don't even see it. You got to stay there out. It's all dead. Let me go on, brothers and sisters. He said, let me get my place, brothers and sisters. 6. He said, my sheep wandered through all. I read that. Let me jump down. I'm going to scan through it real quick. My sheep wandered through all the mountains and every high hill. And my sheep were scattered over all the face of the earth. No one was seeking or searching for them. You see that? I said no one was seeking or searching for them. 7. Therefore, you shepherds, hear the word of Yah. See the prophets was inspired. Why do you think they went out? They was killing the prophets. Because the prophets bear the testimonies of Yah, the revelation of Yah, of what's going down, what's taking place, and what was going on at the present time. They didn't want to hear that. Like many don't want to hear the words today, so they can walk in their own ways and play like they some shepherds of Yah, but you're not, because you don't even know the plans of Yah. You can't just stick to the law. That's why a lot of people got people keeping laws today that shouldn't be kept at this time, because they don't know the testimonies of Yah. They don't know the punishments of Yah. The prophets bear records of the words of Yah, and how all the things are going to be rededicated, how all the things are going to be functioning again, and how all the laws are going to be kept in the right way again. Yes. And how all the offerings are going to be acceptable. How can you wouldn't even know nothing about the offerings going to be acceptable of Yah unless you go to the prophets? You can't find that in the law. The laws explain these things to you and how they should be kept forever. But they don't explain to you the punishments of Yah. You got to get that from the prophets. And how we're going to be kept from doing certain things for a period of time. That don't mean Abiyah laws done away with. Abiyah, he punished us. Certain things were suspended for a period of time. That still don't stop the laws of Yah from being forever. We just suspended from it. Not the kingdom of Yah. But our nation was punished. So right here it says 7. It said, therefore you shepherds hear the words of Yah. As I live, declares Master Yah. Because my flock became a prey. See, he said because his flock, which is his nation, his people, became a prey. And my flock became food for every beast. See, every nation of the field, which is the earth. From not having a shepherd. See, for not having a shepherd, not having a righteous shepherd, his flock became food, which became victim for every nation of the earth, the field. For not having a shepherd. You see that? For not having a shepherd. Right there, that show, we got no shepherd, we got no king. We got no priest. No righteous priest. He said, and my shepherds, see, did not search for the flock. See, that's why we call the lost sheep of Yashael Yah. In the movie, Jim Brown said the lost sheep of Israel. Some people say, nah, the sheep were never lost. I tell you, we were lost. See, that's why we got people always trying to contradict what Abiyah said. He said, you did not search for my flock. He said, but the shepherds fed themselves. See, the shepherds, they took care of themselves and did not feed my flock. He said, therefore, O shepherds, hear the word of Yah. Thus said Master Yah, see, I am against the shepherds, and shall require my flock at their hands. See, that's why I cut all the shepherds off during that time period, and shall make them cease feeding the sheep. See, Abiyah stopped them, brothers and sisters, from feeding the sheep at that time. He said, and the shepherds shall feed themselves no more, and I shall deliver my flock from their mouths. See, and that took place. He allowed all of them to be taken and destroyed and die off at that time. And they shall no longer be food for them. See, for food for even the shepherds of our own nation to destroy and to use and abuse. See, the ones that today call themselves shepherds, reverends, all of these people is counterfeit, false. All these churches is false. Every last one of them. Falsehood. They don't know the ways of Yah, brothers and sisters. They don't honor Yah and reverence Yah. He said, and they shall no longer be food for them, see, to use and abuse. He said, but thus said Master Yah, see, I myself shall search for my sheep and seek them out. You see the Abiyah said? That's what's going on at the day's time. He said he's going to search for his sheep, his people, his nation. And let's see what else he's going to do, brothers and sisters. Because the Ruach Spirit tells you one thing at this time. And we're going to see what that one thing is, brother. He said he's going to seek for a particular reason. And we're going to see that right here. He said, right here, read it again. Rehearse one more time. For that said Master Yah, see, I myself shall search for my sheep and seek them out, as a shepherd seeks out his flock on the day he is among his scattered sheep. So I shall seek out my sheep and deliver them. See? Deliver. Word deliver is bring back, to save, to deliver, to bring, to recapture, to reclaim. From all the places where they were scattered in a day of cloud and thick darkness. See, I said we was cast out into outer darkness. He said he's gonna search and deliver us. Let me read that again. I don't want to overread it too fast. He said right here, and a shepherd seek out his flock on the day he among the scattered sheep. So I shall seek out my sheep and deliver them from all the places where they were scattered in a day of, see, he's going to deliver in a day of cloud and thick darkness. Like now, we're at that time. See, in the day of cloud and thick darkness, see, that is on the earth. He said, I shall bring them out from the people. See, he said, bring us out from among the people, the nations, and gather them from the lands, and shall bring them to their own land. That's why it's called the Liyah. See, he said, gather to their own land, and shall feed them on the mountains of Yasha-el-Yah, in the valleys, in all the dwellings of the land. He said, in great pastures I shall feed them, and their fold shall be on high mountains. See, the whole nation of Yasha-el-Yah, and they shall lie there in great fold, and feed in rich pastures on the mountains of Yasha-el-Yah. He said, I shall feed my flock and make them lie down, declares Master Yah. And I shall seek out the laws. You see it go plain right there. I shall seek out the laws and bring back the stray, and I shall bind up the broken and strengthen what was sick. But the fat, see, but the fat, referring to the rebellious, he said, but the fat, talking of the same people, and the strong I shall destroy. You see that? And I shall feed them with right rulings, right judgment. So that's the rulings right there, brothers and sisters. The rebellious and the sinners, that's what he's talking about right there. The rebellious ones, I covered that in my last video. And the sinners, he's going to destroy. That's it right there. He's just not just going to cast you away back into the other nations. You're going to be destroyed. That's the right rulings of Yah. He said, and as for you, O my flock, thus said, see, the ones who have heart after Yah, that's what he's talking about, my flock, the ones he chose. He said, thus saith Master Yah, see, I am judging between sheep and sheep. You see that? He talking about the same nation. He talking about the same group of people that is he gonna bring us out from out of the lands. Sheep, see, he gonna judge between the sheep and sheep. The ones that have heart out the Yah and the rebellious ones, brothers and sisters. He said between rams and goats. He said, is it not enough for you to have eaten up the great pasture, and the rest of your pasture you trample with your feet, or that you should drink of clear waters, and the rest you muddy with your feet? Let me keep reading. It said, as for my flock, they eat what you have trampled with your feet. See, he talking the rest of his, what they talking about. The rest of his flock eat what the rebellious ones and the sinners trample under their feet, and they drink what you have muddled with your feet. He said, therefore, thus said Master Yah to them. He said, see, I myself shall judge between fat and lean sheep. See, the fat ones is the one who feed themselves, and the lean are the ones they don't take care of. See, the lean sheep, the fat, the sinners, the arrogant ones, and the lean sheep, the ones that have the heart after Yah. He said, because you have pushed with flank and shoulder and thrust at all the weak ones with your horns. You see that? And scattered them abroad. See that? I just see that's what the shepherds did. Caused the weak ones to be scattered abroad. It said, therefore I shall save my flock and let them no longer be prey. See? Right there. And I shall judge between the sheep and the sheep. There you go, repeat it again, brothers and sisters. 23. It said, right here, it said, I shall raise up over them one shepherd. You see that? See, all of y'all gonna raise up. That's not, okay, he said raising up. That's not somebody returning. That brother talk about, oh, the Messiah is returning for the second time. That's falsehood. Y'all say you're going to raise up one. Only thing is returning is the order of Yah is returning. Yes. And that is instant. A shepherd, I mean, a priest, a Messiah is returning. But not this same old one. No, the same old office is returning. That is what's returning. The same office. The way things was is returning. Yes. In that sense, yes. Right here. That's what he's showing you right here. In 23, he said, and I shall raise up over them one shepherd, my servant Dawid. See, the other scripture say from the seed of Dawid, he said, my servant Dawid, and he shall feed them. And he shall feed them and be their shepherd. You get that, brothers and sisters. It's right there. Let me read a little bit more. Cover a little bit more in this right here, brothers. It's very important. He said, and I shall make a covenant of peace with them and make evil beasts cease. See, the evil beast, the nation, the evil beast cease from the land. And they shall dwell safely in the wilderness, and the sheep in the forest, and shall make them in the places all around my hill a blessing. You see that? And shall cease showers to come down in their seasons. Excuse me, not cease, but and and shall cause showers to come down in their seasons. Showers of blessing they are. And the trees of the field shall yield their fruit, in the earth yield her increase. And they shall be safe in their land. See, safe in their land. Keep that in mind. Safe in their land. And they shall know that I am Yah, when I have broken the bars of their yoke. You see that? Of the captivity. And it's very important, brothers and sisters, why we got together. See? That's why I tell people we got to rally. The faster we rally and obey Yah, fast all of these blessings come upon us. Right here it says, and I have broken the bars of their yoke. And I shall deliver them from the hands of those who enslaved them. You see that? It's very important, brothers and sisters. It's very important right here. If you can understand that, if you can know this, understand this right here. Let me go back up real quick. He said, I am Yah, when I have broken the bars of their yoke, and I shall deliver them from the hand of those who enslaved them. You see that, brothers and sisters? Breaking the bars of their yoke, which is captivity, the servitude to these people. That's why the words is going out now, brothers. This is Yah, orders of Yah. You're not going to physically see Yah doing these things, but according to the knowledge, you can see Yah doing these things. If you open your mind to the words of Yah, but you got to open your mind to the words of Yah prophets. That's how you know it's Yah doing it, through the words of the prophets. He revealed these things to his prophets. That's why even the prophet of Yah said the people of Yah got symbolic name. Isaiah brought this out. That revealed the plans of Yah. That's why we know Yah doing. That's why many people of Yah got Yah names and showing you the instruction of Yah. Like the word Obadiah, the servant of Yah. Yah, Yah strength. See? Brothers and sisters, right here where I'm at. I just rehearsed it because it's very important. Let's go over this one more time. He said, and when I have broken the bars of their yoke, see, captivity. That yoke is a burden. The burden of punishment, the burden of captivity, of servitude to the nations. The bars have been broken down. That's why the words are going out. Abiyah said only thing he set for us at this time is our confession before him. An acknowledgement of our ancestors' sins and our sins. The Abiyah said he would turn it to deliver us, brothers and sisters. And he tell us, raise the banner in Psalms 60, 1-5. Raise the banner. Raise the banner. The banner been raised, brothers and sisters. And he said, rally to the one who raised the banner of Yah. The banner is a sign that Abiyah is with us, brothers and sisters, once again. To rally. This is no coincidence, brothers and sisters, that we rally to Yah. Remember how the scripture said he's saving Yah the first. That's what this flag represents. Rising up out of graves of exile, of captivity, of punishment. Brothers and sisters. That's the significance of this banner in the last days. Showing that Abiyah is with us and that we are in the orders of Yah to rally, to come together. This is all the works of Yah, brothers and sisters. All a part of the plans of Yah to rally. Because, brothers and sisters, we soon to be delivered. But the rally takes place in the deliverance of Yah. And in the scriptures, Yah show how we're going to be delivered. He said he's going to give the nations a sign to help us. Yes, and they the one going to bring us back in ships back over to the land. It's all part of the plans of Yah. Brothers and sisters, we right here. He said, and right here, and let me make sure I got a place. And they shall know that I am Yah when I have broken the bars of their yoke. And I shall deliver them. See, the bars of the yoke being broken first. What precedes after the bars of their yoke? See, when we come back together and rally, the bars are broken. When we come back and assemble in each quarters where we at in this earth, the bars are broken. A captivity. Then, when the yoke, the bars of their yoke, of their captivity, of their punishment. 37 even tell you more of Ezekiel, of the yoke, the bars of their yoke, of their captivity, of their punishment be broken. He said, I, who is Yah, shall deliver them. Read Psalms 61-5. Rather the banner be raised and be ridden. The rally is to come together to get order. Abiyah said he's going to deliver us. He said when he deliver, he's going to give the nation the sign to help us. Because the nation going to see our nation back together when we rally. That can be the sign of Yah for them. And shall deliver them from the hands of those who enslaved them. You see that? He said, and they shall no longer be a prey. See, it's very important. We should no longer be food for who? For the ones who enslaved them. When Yah broken the bars of the yoke. That's the rally point. See, all these states I just gave you, brothers and sisters, we rally, we come together as a nation. We migrate together. The nation will see the sign right there of Yah people together. They will see us reverencing Yah. Yah gonna put into their heart to help us get back to where we need to be. Them the bones, what you see, the dry bones rolling in together, coming together. That's what I told Ezekiel to speak to the wind, speak to the Ruach, to the four corners of the earth. Speak to the bones. Speak the words of Yah. And said these dry bones came to life. It's all time about spiritual. See, what been waking? We already alive physically. What been waking is our spiritual knowledge, our knowledge of who we are. Who is our creator? Brothers and sisters, that's what is going down. Now, so our spirit knowledge be back on and we get the now. Okay, this is what we got to do. So you got to listen to instructions. Anyone can't teach the words of Yah. Because a lot of brothers and sisters reject the prophets of Yah. The revelation of Yah. This is the true revelation, not that book they call Revelation. The true revelation was given to the prophets of Yah. To show us the plans of Yah. Show us how he punished our nation. And how he stopped the mouths of the shepherds of Yah. It was given into the hands of the beasts of the earth, the nations, for food and to pray. But Yah said, man, he breaking the bars of the yoke of the captivity, the punishment. You got to know these things, brothers and sisters. Now you can know these things. I'm giving it to you. I'm putting it out so you can read them in the book for yourselves. I'm as a witness of y'all being record of these things for you. And as well as myself. So right here, let me get my place again, brothers and sisters. Very important. 34 chapter Ezekiel, verse 28. It says, and they shall no longer be a prey for the nation. There go plainly right there. See, the beast, the nation, the prey for the nation, the food for the nations. They see how they devouring us right now. The police killing us right now. I just saw a picture of how babies, little children going to these schools. Our people steal food, taking them to these schools to get this poison, these shots that look like clear liquid, but a mixture of plant source and animal source, blood going into their body. That's what they put in their body. The things y'all told us not to eat flesh with the life of the blood in it. But that's how in these needle shots, it's the blood, the life of the animals. They're injecting into your flesh to contaminate your body, your mind. That's why a lot of our people are so confused and mixed up, brothers and sisters. And diseased up, brothers and sisters. And acting like animals. So right here, because our people are ignorant, taking in forbidden things, life. It said, and they shall no longer be a prey for the nations, and the beasts of the earth shall not devour them. See, not devour them, to not kill them when we rally. See, that's so significant. I hope you get it, fam, and be ready. We can start this process this year. If you obey y'all. Get with me. Get with me. The servant of y'all. And we would rally and do all the things y'all tell us to do. And then he would deliver us. He would speak to the mind. He would give them the sign, the people, the nations, so we could go home. He said, and they strayed. Excuse me. I'll get right here. I jumped into the wrong spot right here. Put my mark on it. And not devour them. See that? Let me go back one more time. The nations and the beasts of the earth shall not devour them. See, devour them. See when it's going to stop with our nation? The time, and show you plainly right there, when the time is going to stop for our nation. Everybody can't put all of this together. All of y'all put this in me. That's why I know I am here for this time to show you the words of Yah. Everybody can't show you the words of Yah. They can say Yah's name, but they're not humble to Yah. They walk in their own light, in their own ways. They teach you the ways of the nations, of the beasts. They proclaim to you somebody else as the Savior. When I show the time when we're going to get the Messiah in another time period, when we get together over in the east, and then I'll be going to point the Messiah, and I even show you his name. Watch these ones out there. Read what they say. It don't even line up with the words of Yah. They reject the prophecies of Yah, the words of Yah, the revelation of Yah. The only revelation that he gave to the prophets is right here, brothers. And devour them. Is not your life more greater impression than your house you live in? The jobs you on? Y'all say he's going to make us rich when we obey him. Brothers and sisters. That's what I said. What you have, you put all your monies together. Y'all can have the nation to help us, and they're going to be given forever for the rest of our life we're going to have. Y'all said we're going back to live in tents for a period of time. You got to get that in your mind. But a lot of you don't want to let go of your precious house. I got the marbles on the floor, marbles on countertops. I got a $3,000 refrigerator. I got plush carpet everywhere, pillow top beds. Brothers and sisters, your life will be taken away from you if you don't obey the words of Yah. You will be devoured by them. See what Abiyah said? But the time of the rally, and once we come together, Abiyah will deliver us. He said, not devour them. See? And they shall dwell safely. You see that? With no one to make them afraid. You see that? Nobody to make us afraid. Who making us afraid now while we in these lands? The European people and all the lands we are in. By their military force, by their governments. You be lying to yourself when you walk out that door and the police get behind you. You don't know what they're going to do to you. Because you're not under the covenant of Yah. You're not protected by Yah. That's why our brothers could be shot dead in the street. Our children go to school and get shot. Go to school to get these shots by the ones that wear white uniforms like they pure. Our people stacked away in these prisons, brothers and sisters. When you obey Yah and rally, watch how the prisons become empty. Watch how the earth change. The earth would not change until you change Yashayel Yah, upright with Yah. But without Yah, you got no power at all but your mouth that leads you to death and destruction by the hand of the beasts of the field, of the earth. It's right here, brothers and sisters. He said, I shall raise up for them a planting place of name. And they shall no longer be consumed by the hunger in the land, nor bear shame of the nations anymore. You see that? You see that anymore, brothers and sisters? Bear the shame of the nations anymore. We'll become the honor of the earth. They will see that we got to change our heart towards Yah when we together. Not until, brother, I'm telling you that now. Not until we rally and do all the things Abiyah told us to do. We're going to be the shame of the earth. Long as you hold back your mind and your heart to serve him, shame going to be you. And death going to be many of your own nation, of our own nation. It's, and they shall know that I am Yah, their Bara. They got Elohim, that's plural, which applied, they say it's applied to strength, to anything that got power, but it's Bara, the creator, and with them. See? And they, it's, and that they, the house, see, the family, the house, the family of Yashayel, of this one that is dead at this time. The house, see, the whole 12 tribes of Yashayel Yah are my people. Declare. Master Yah. See, when we obey Yah, the earth gonna know that we are Yah people. And you, my flock, and the flock of my pastures are men, and I am your Bara. See? Declared Master Yah. You got to take these things to heart, brothers and sisters. You got to take these things to heart, brothers and sisters. And humble and submit yourself to Yah. Every word, brothers and sisters. If you want this deliverance, if you want this salvation, the first thing we got to do is rally. The earth got to see this. The earth, that's the salvation of Yah. The earth, Yah said the earth going to witness the salvation of Yah. Everybody do not bear this testimony of Yah. Everybody don't even understand or know. But they talk. They read the scripture day and night. But do not have this wisdom of Yah. Because they reject the prophets of Yah, brothers and sisters. That's the I see many do these things, brothers and sisters. They declare themselves prophets. They got ministries of prophets. I see this on sites. The ministry of prophets. When the prophets came and spoke, they gave the revelation of Yah. Only thing we could be at this time is witnesses of Yah. Yah said he stopped at the mouths of the shepherd, the priest, for a period of time. Brothers and sisters, the priests of Yah would not be clean until the point we be delivered. It showed you that, brothers and sisters. We got to be delivered first before the priest be totally clean. Because the messenger in Malachiah, they call him Micaiah, chapter 3, brothers and sisters, got to clean the priests of Yah. To get them ready for their works, brothers and sisters. But before that time, we got to rally. The banner is lifted up and continue to be lifted up until you draw unto me and the ones that bear the banner of Yah. Yes, Yah is our Nisi. He is our banner. He is our sign. And he gives us banners to fly up, to raise up as well. Read it, Psalms. Why do you think I can tell you the scriptures? I can show you the facts. Not this, these are not my own words that I speak unto you, but the words of Yah. Let it radiate in your mind and into your heart, that you love him with your mind, your soul, your heart, and strength, and obey him. And do what he called you to do, brothers and sisters. This is greater than me. Some will look at me and judge me. But I declare the words of Yah to you. If you hearken unto him, if you hearken unto his voice and obey him, he just want to say he's going to raise you up and make your name great in the eyes of all. Brothers and sisters, when you obey him, all the things he promised to do for you will come to light. And right now, you should see today, as you see this video, the light is shining. I cannot raise this banner. I didn't know nothing about this banner until Yah inspired one brother to put this in my mind, and I went into the scriptures and found the rest, brothers and sisters. Yah guided me to the rest so I could see, so I could do my work. Brothers and sisters, at this time. And now I'm doing the work of Yah at this time. He raised me to do this work. So all of this process could take place. So rise and shine, brothers and sisters, and let the light of Yah shine in you. With that I say, Todah Yah.